Key objective of Cyber Essentials is to ensure that your organisation's computer networks are protected against unauthorised access. One of the most common ways to do this is boundary firewalls or internet gateways, rather like your office doors and windows. Firewalls are the generic name for software and hardware that provides the technical protection between your trusted systems in the office and the untrusted outside world of the internet. This is similar to a receptionist greeting and then screening your visitors. There will be a firewall within your internet router, such as Virgin Media, Sky or the Home Hub. Depending on the size of your organisation, you may also choose to set up a separate hardware firewall device between your network and the internet. These devices need to be carefully set up and managed to ensure that you know where the data is flowing, just like you train your new staff to not let strangers into restricted areas of your business. If you don't correctly configure the devices to protect your organisation and assets, you would be vulnerable to internet-based attacks. Attacks can include people trying to breach your network, automated viruses trying to encrypt your data, and malicious programs that steal your data. These attacks are often undertaken by freely available software and are usually automated. You just wouldn't let anyone come into the office at any time of the day and just wander around. A correctly configured firewall will limit the connections from the internet to your organisation, therefore reducing the risks from those attacks. In the physical world, this is similar to requiring all staff and visitors to pass through a security checkpoint when entering and exiting the building. Restrictions can be applied to firewalls and other network devices using configuration settings such as firewall rules, which will allow a connection between two networks. These rules should be signed off by an appropriate person within the organisation with an explanation of why they are there and reviewed on a regular basis. As a minimum, these rules must include changing the default admin password for any firewall or any equivalent network device to an alternative, stronger password. A strong password needs to be at least 8 characters in length with complexity to ensure it's not going to be easily cracked. An easy way to achieve this is by using a sequence of 3 random words that you will remember to produce a passphrase. For example, coffee, train, fish, or war, tin, shirt. You can choose words that are memorable, but always avoid those which might be easily guessed, such as 1, 2, 3, or those closely related to you, for example, family names, pets, or a birthplace. Like you keep your list of qualified first aiders accurate and you update the on-call rota, firewall rules should be reviewed on a regular basis because as your business changes, so will the requirement of the firewall. Any rules that are no longer required should be removed or disabled in a timely manner. The admin interface used to manage the firewall settings should not be accessible from the internet, and unapproved services or services that are typically vulnerable to attacks should be disabled or blocked at the firewall by default.